Hey everyone, what nonsense is this? Trevor Noah, I know why Kenosha police treated white suspect better than Jacob Blake. This is ridiculous. This is just a shameless attempt to get some clicks. Trevor Noah? Okay, do a little research on Trevor Noah. He's from South Africa. His father was out of the picture early. He had two different stepfathers. His mother was almost killed by his first stepfather. It's an interesting story, okay? I have utmost respect for Trevor Noah, but I have no respect for his statements here in this Daily Show and as they're reported in this article on Yahoo News, okay? Let's just cut right to the chase, okay? Why is it that police decide that some threats must be extinguished immediately while other threats get the privilege of being diffused? Nice little tie into the word privilege there. I'm asking these as questions, but I feel like we know the answer. Oh, we know the answer. So we don't even really have to ask the questions. We just know inherently what the answer is. And I think you know kind of where he's heading. And listen to this next statement. The answer is that the gun doesn't matter as much as who is holding the gun. Well, that's true. That's absolutely true because the gun's not going to do anything by itself. And then because to some people, black skin is the most threatening weapon of all. Really, Trevor, did you really say that? Did you mean to say that? Okay. Black skin? I don't think anyone's afraid of black skin except for maybe someone who thinks they're being discriminated against because they have black skin. And, you know, I get it. There are bigots, there are racists, there are people who discriminate, and there are some changes that need to come. But this kind of statement is just inflammatory. Trevor, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, now, first of all, you cannot compare Jacob Blake and Kyle Rittenhouse. Jacob Blake was actually, you know, he was at a house that there was a restraining order against him. He couldn't be there because he had recently sexually assaulted a woman in that house. And he was there. The police were told this. They knew the history, and they had a report that he was there at the house. When they got there, they tried to arrest him. He resisted arrest, put an officer in a headlock, and then went to his vehicle, and the officers didn't know if he's going to get a weapon, if he's going to use his vehicle as a weapon. They don't know. They're trained to neutralize that threat before it can be a potent threat. And that's what happened to Jacob Blake. And I'm sorry it happened. And to the Blake family, I am deeply sorry that that happened. And Mr. Blake, I am sorry that that happened. I do understand why it happened, though. And then, you know, it's just a very different threat. And they're not even both threats, honestly. You know, Kyle Rittenhouse, he was walking with an assault rifle, and the police passed him by, even with people shouting that he had just shot someone. It's very different because he's walking with his hands up in a very submissive posture. His body language, 70% of communication is body language. And his body language said that he was not a threat. You also need to take in the environment. There was gunshots coming from multiple locations in the immediate area. There was basically a riot in progress. So the police were a little distracted. They see this dude walking towards them, not running away from them, with his hands up. Yeah, they're not going to immediately see him as a threat. So that's why they were treated differently. That's why they were treated differently. Jacob Blake was running away from the cops. Kyle Rittenhouse was running toward the cops. And, you know, there's so much more to this story. I encourage you to look at both videos. Look at, you know, the Kyle Rittenhouse video, the Jacob Blake video. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot more to know about this. Don't just parrot what you see on Yahoo or Facebook or what someone forwards to you in a meme. Actually look into it, look at the facts, really think about these things, and stop with these ridiculous, spontaneous, knee-jerk reactions to these events and your inflammatory remarks. Trevor Noah, you should be ashamed of yourself. And that's all I have to say for now.